The magic of the microphone. The magic of the microphone. The magic of the microphone. A Sennheiser Sorority. This isn't a review. I've reviewed each of these mics already. It's a comparison. I recently reviewed the e865. I've got the S version with a switch. And it occurred to me people might be interested in how it compares to the 965. And round about same ballpark price-wise, I thought may as well do the MD4 something. I'll tell you in a minute. I'm going to say that that they span the mid-range bracket. One towards the lower end, one pushing the upper. Let me tell you what the manufacturer has to say. We'll start with the e865. It's an electret condenser microphone, supercardioid, rugged for live performances and lead vocals, with natural, detailed sound, sensitive to the slightest nuances, precise reproduction for moderators and speakers. I think they mentioned that a couple of times, so I'm wondering, did they design that one for, partially at least, for conferences and so on? I don't know. And that retails for £209, including VAT and free shipping. You can get that from Sennheiser. You can buy it from their website. The next is the e965, which they say is a high-end flagship condenser microphone with the sensitivity of a studio condenser, but tough enough for stage. Switch between gentle cardioid and more directional supercardioid polo patterns. Also has a bass cut and a level cut. That's £419, including VAT, with free shipping from Sennheiser. And lastly, their dynamic reimagining of an earlier mic, which is the MD431 Mark II. By virtue of its design and features, it ranks amongst Sennheiser's most exceptional microphones and is suitable for vocal, speech and broadcasting applications. So they mentioned that there with that one. That has an on-off switch, true to the original. £365 plus shipping. So what will that be? About £380 maybe. And that didn't seem to be available on the Sennheiser website. Maybe I made a mistake there. But I got that figure from Bax, who sell loads of music stuff. Physical comparison. There are details on my other reviews. And I'm holding them in front of my face because the camera likes to focus on my face. It's got no taste whatsoever. So I don't know if you can see. Whoops, I've hit the Earthworks SV33, never mind. Pretty much the same. However, good weight. About an SM58, I feel. SM58 feels a tad heavier, maybe. Reasonably weighty. I don't mind it. And quite light. Something I do, which might seem a bit ridiculous, but I don't know. The 865. Sounds like that. The 965. Sounds like brass to me. And 431 sounds like plastic, but it's not apparently. And there's nothing wrong with plastic in and of itself anyway. There's some very good plastics and very good uses for them. I'm going to compare them each sonically to the SV33, and then I'll compare them just to each other. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "How charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "How charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too." What do I notice immediately? A little bit of that, but it's not objectionable. and a woo, woo, woo there, and a bit sunk in the middle, sunken in the middle. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop. But nice enough. 33. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop. It's a little bit levelled out. It's nice. The top end is there. It's somehow sweetened or something, or good weight there for me. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo, said the duck to the Okay. Each compared sonically to each other. This is where my dexterity is tested to the hilt. And then I press the wrong buttons. Try and keep them in order. Okay. Not a way to treat expensive microphones, really. But hey, in the interests of non-science. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too. So I did those in the order, if you can't see, you probably can just about, of 865, 965, and then 435, I think it's called. One more time. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop. A little bit higher, why not? Over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. 865, that is. 965. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop. Over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. Said the duck to the kangaroo, a bit hollow sounding maybe, how charmingly sweet, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too, as if you never would stop. Said the duck to the kangaroo, how charmingly sweet you hop, over the land and water too. Something about the low mid there, which is clear, which isn't so clear in these, which may be to do with their shape that they all have. Seems to be popular. I'm not sure why. One flavour, another flavour, another flavour, another flavour. Sometimes you just want brown rice in it. Organic brown rice. If you have too much chilli and too much, I love my chilli, but too much of it and chilli only. So I don't know. The hiss, hum and tone test. This is my latest thing I devised. It sounds grand, doesn't it? I devised these tests. I don't know if they're any good. I don't quite know what they do, but they do something, so I'm going to do them. And I kind of leave it up to you. But I can hear differences, perhaps more pronounced than many other ways of doing things. Quite how you integrate that into what it means is your business. Here it is. This is the hiss test, so I simply do this. It's the SV33. Just to me somehow a bit shut in and not so much detail, more of a kind of thing rather than hearing the actual whatever it is that I'm hearing. Sounds to me like there's more detail in the top there, to my ears. Sounds to me it's a little bit rough at the top there. The top is accentuated there, but it doesn't sound like there's detail really. It's just accentuation on the 33. Somehow I can hear into it, but we're comparing these three. So hum. Yeah, I've noticed that humming, maybe it's because humming has a lot of woof, strong resonance, and also some of that going on. So if I do a hum on the 33, just to get our ears down, I'm going to clear my throat just a sec. Pardon me. Yeah, it's gone like that. So what this does is very important thing. Most important thing this, remember if you're a singer and if you're an engineer. I want to get some engineers. And I don't care how you sing. I don't want you to be a singer, but I want you to understand what's going on. So when you're engineering, it's not all from your side. And not all singers are mad. A good few of them are. I know some. I'm going to mention no names. But you know what? Need a bit of both ways. Because it was the important thing. I got a bit of a rant there. Sorry about that. The important thing is that when I get this, I start trying to push. This is the beauty of this instrument. It's not isolated. Your guitar is isolated, isn't it? Like that mic in a minute. The guitar is isolated. This isn't. So it has feedback and then you adjust and it's very, very subtle and responsive and all the rest of it. So you understand? So it's diversion there. Back on the 33. It's completely different. That's what this one's got. And it's, the weight isn't there. That's its forte. This one has a bit more of that going on. That's nice. Maybe about there on this one. And something there. Yeah, there. Oh, the tone test. Let's go do an om. There's some singing exercises and they do an om, a Buddhist om. 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 That was 33. Oh, 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 and then it kind of disappears. Om, quite even and smooth. Om. Oh, oh, can you hear that? Oh, a little bit there. Om, 33. Om. How am I invited to sing? Voice style and suitability. Let me just see what... listening now to the 865. I'm listening now to the 865. I can tell that when I hear that, listening now to the 865. It's not really rock and roll, but maybe you could get away. It does seem to be a kind of a speech mic. I don't want to make more of what they say than I ought, because they do mention it in others. It's kind of a coverall, isn't it? If you can use the microphone for singing, you can use it for speaking. So I'm wondering, did you design this with speaking in mind? It looks a bit like it if you look at my review, because it's don't look too rock and roll. But maybe, yeah, so maybe but it doesn't really excite me. But it's fine for speaking, yes. The 865, the 865. It makes me want to get the 865. That bit there is fast and detailed enough at the top. So I want to use that as well. There's a very high frequencies compared to, and then I give it a little bit down there. Give it a little bit. I'll never get a little bit smooth enough up there. Smooth enough up there. But it's smooth the whole way through. It's a nice microphone. This is the This is the it's got that, hasn't it? Yeah. What is it? Does it make me want to do at the same time? Maybe this one's a bit more rock, but it's still got that kind of smoothness thing there, which doesn't maybe go with the rock. Depends on your voice. But that's as much as I can make of all that. So, probably not really rock mics, any of them, depending on what that means. Which would I choose and why? And as a sole mic, that's S-O-L-E, single mic, or as an alternative, because I have more than one. So, well, personally, I would choose the 965. Remember which one it is. Personally, I would choose the 965. Now it does, maybe it's on my voice you can hear, maybe that gets a bit much. So the low end is a bit old school, which means a bit of bloom. But it is very manageable if I move it away. Compared to the 431, I've been calling it the wrong thing. For the 431, this is a 431. This is straight away. This is a 431. So perhaps a little bit rockier, maybe. This is the 431. This is the 431. Goes low enough, but I can tell it's truncated. This one, remember, the 965 has a low cut switch, which works very well. I'm not going to do it now. I think I did it in the review, but it does. It makes it fairly similar to this, but more detailed and without that edge at the top. So my choice would be this. It is a condenser though, and I use a lot of valve gear, so I'm not using my condensers live at the moment because I'm using them a valve gear, and it means they've got to take along phantom power as well, and there's enough to set up as it is. And I've got some very good dynamics. So it is a condenser, so you will need phantom power. But it's got those switches which you can use, or you can just use a desk. It's up to you. But it's full range. This one, the 431, doesn't go low enough for me. It's a little bit edgy on the top, but it's okay edgy. It's not nasty. Ultimately, it doesn't go low enough, but for the rest of you, not the rest of you, for many of you, it's a good choice. This one, the least expensive of them, it is a good mic, and as I said, it seems to be fine for speaking, because you tend not to do too much of that, and then, an average PA that's going to be used there, you won't have that anyway. So it is a good microphone. You have to make up your own mind. My choice would be then the 965, followed by the 431, followed by the 865, and as it happens, ends up being in order of price. So there we go. Hope that's been of some use to y'all. And I'll see you in due course. Adios.